But anyway, man, let's go ahead and move on. Want to talk about True Story?
Oh yes,
Yeah, we gotta talk about True Story, man. That's good. That's a good show right there.
Shout out to Kevin Hart.
Wesley Snipes, man.
Yeah.
Even got Lauren London in there.
She was the girlfriend,
right?
So, yeah.
So I have to admit, I almost turned away from it, but it is really good because in the first episode, they're kind of playing up. Kevin Hart plays a comedian just like himself. And it seemed like it was kind of just like almost like 8 Mile when it was like loosely based on his life. So I was like, okay, I already know what Kevin Hart's life is like. I don't want to see just another comedian story. But then they kind of start bringing in the drama. So it's like, okay, all right. Because at first, I stopped the first episode and I was like, I'm not watching it. But then everybody kept saying, nah, you got to watch it. So I went back and sure enough, it started picking up and I was like, okay, I like it. So Kevin Hart does a great job. His acting is definitely up to par. I wasn't expecting him to do that good, but he does a really good job, in my opinion. Of course,
he did a hell of a job.
Right, he did.
Let me tell you.
We got Wesley Snipes too. He already got that.
I ain't gonna ruin it, but I was crying when he was fake crying.
Right.
And I'm just gonna leave it at that. Yeah. I'm like, dang, wild crying. Right. I already know this mug is fake crying, but why I'm crying.
Right.
I'm like, dang.
Yeah, it sucks you into the story. I have to admit.
I tell you what, Kevin Hart better not do no. I'm watching that nigga.
Right.
I tell you that right now. You better not do anything.
It was like 2 or 3 days ago when I watched like the first 15 minutes of the first episode. And like I said, right around the 15-minute mark, I just stopped. I was like, I'm all right. It seemed like the same old. They just kind of playing out like when he did the comedy special, when he talked about how he cheated and all of that. I thought they were kind of going to reenact stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm good. And then today, I was like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and just give it another try. Get through at least the first episode. Let me watch at least the whole episode. And here I am watching the whole 7 damn episodes. I watched all 7 today. And it was it's very much worth it. And it's got some good twists and turns. So I like that. You know what I mean? So
I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it. It was good. The cast was good. Yeah, man, it was a pretty solid story.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was really different too. And it's kind of funny, like kind of made you think about like, wow, how can celebrities use their power and influence to do certain things, and you wouldn't really know how to maneuver things, So it was interesting.
I definitely liked it, man. I was wondering, I was like, I wonder if they're doing another season, but I'm assuming this is like a one.
Yeah, it's
season thing.
Yeah, I think it's limited because it says it's a limited series.
So it's.
So I don't see.
But I like the direction that Kevin Hart is going in. I mean, just showing that he can do something a little more on the serious side. I mean, it's got some light comedy in it, but very light. You know what I mean?
Oh no! What tripped me up was the when they did the little charity joint.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, I was hollering.
Go ahead, man. Go
ahead. Say it first for you. White, they just say it first you fall. Nigga,
he was all on my face. Right?
He was all on my face. Herschel, he don't like the joke. He don't like the joke. Oh, my man Herschel.
Right.
He plays another character, right? And what's that?
On another show?
Black Lightning.
Oh,
that's Lala.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I put a post up. I put a post up and said, dang. So when he ran out the kid, he was Herschel. But he got punched in the face, he was Lala.
Yeah,
I seen that shit.
Right. Yo,
I seen that.
He said, man, you only get one.
He said, you only get one.
You only get one.
That's like, whoa. Yeah, that's Lala right there.
Man, yeah. But yeah, it's a good show, man. Please go check it out. It is on Netflix. It's just called True Story. So, and that's another thing, because of the title, it made me think it was more loosely based on his life.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, okay, it's just a true story about some shit he went through. And nah, it ain't that. It definitely.
And maybe, and this is the thing too, I think it might be an allegory
could be
about his life.
Right.
Like, it ain't all that serious, but it's kind of like, because, you know, there was I think his ex-friend got into seeing something. I don't know. They went through, I forgot what it was, but they went through something. He got out of prison for it, and he was, you know, Kevin was like, I'm going to leave. Yeah.
And I think some of it is still kind of from his real life, because like what he went through with Herschel is a lot like what he went through with his trainer in real life. Because they went through some friction a lot too, and they actually got into some physical scuffles or whatever. So that definitely you can tell he kind of incorporated that. But still, it's a great story, and
it's great to watch.
It keeps you wondering, you know what I mean? What's going on? You know, where are we really at? You know, so and I kept wondering from the beginning. I was like, I think I know what might be happening. And I was close, but I wasn't 100% right. Mm-hmm. But I was close.
Well, all I can say in the beginning, I knew his brother had something to do with it.
And right, and that's what that's where I was going. That's where I was going with that.
And especially like the way he was looking, like his like, man, you can't trust this motherfucker.
Right.
Damn, he keep fucking shit up. Exactly. You know what I mean?
But then he'll do something to make you regain his trust. Like he was really trying to help. You know. Okay. I don't know if the brother bad or not. You know what I mean? So
he's trying to do something.
Yeah, so it's good, man. We don't want to give too much of it away, but it's good. So y'all go check that out. Shout out to Kevin Hart for that, man. Hope he keeps doing stuff like that. And
shout out to Wesley Snipes, man.
Yeah, Wesley too. Because he's doing his thing, making a comeback.
And my man, I think his name is William. Is it William Cartel? Cattell, the guy that's Herschel. That's Lala.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah, I don't know his real name, but that's the.
Yeah, shout him out too, man.
Yeah, he did his thing, man.
And I don't know the lady name. I feel bad. I should look it up.
Which one? Which lady?
Billy.
Oh, yeah, I don't know her name either. I know her face, but I don't know her name.
Let me look up the cast real quick, so we don't be like, see, you knew the guys, but you didn't know the lady.
Yeah, and the whole
we did say Laura London. We did shout out Laura London.
Shout out her.
Shout out Laura London.
She plays the girlfriend, but yeah, she does a good job on that. But you don't see her as much, you know what I mean? So but yeah, it's a great show, great series. 7 episodes altogether, so it's one of those that's gonna make you want to keep watching. So if you want to watch it, try to start early in the day because you're going to want to keep going. You know what I mean? Every time it goes off, you're like, oh, snap, I got to know what happens next.
20, that's a T-A-W-N-Y, 20 Newsom.
20 Newsom?
Yeah, 20 Newsom.
Never, I don't know her name like that until now, but I've seen her face, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's definitely worth it, you know. So.
That's the guy that played Gene. He looks familiar. He looked like he did some other stuff.
Where's he at?
Right here. Oh, yeah. That's dude that did on Luke Cage, the Puerto Rican dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dang,
I kept thinking he looked familiar too. I didn't realize. Okay.
Yeah.
You know who else I think looked familiar? Go back. Oh,
my bad. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm looking up
the one that played his like manager or whatever, the white guy with the facial hair. He's from something I know, and I just cannot put my face on it.
Oh, that's
the one that kept trying to, get him.
Oh, Paul. That's Paul Alderstein.
Yeah. What is he from? I've seen him in a few other things. I just can't think of it, but he's a good actor. He's a really good actor. I've seen him in a couple other things, at least 2 other things. I just can't think of him right now. Yeah. But them bars was funny too.
Oh yeah, man. The Greek.
But the Jewish guy.
Yeah.
Were they Greek or?
No, they were Greek.
Were they Greek? Okay.
Yeah, they were Greek.
Okay.
Greek mobsters, man.
Yeah, man, that was funny, man.
They was like, yo, we gonna wipe this.
They wasn't playing.
We gonna wipe this whole damn joint out.
They was ruthless.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, so we don't want to give too much of it away, but go see that.
Yeah, it was good.
Well, before we close it out, we got to talk about the obvious elephant in the room. You know what I mean? Like I said, you ugly motherfuckers don't want, y'all better not make fun of me. And next thing you know, he throwing bottles of water. Before we go any further, let me just say this. You ugly mother. I was like, yo, what the hell? And I would see what's funny was, this is on when I'm at work. So I'm having to kind of look at it in between calls. And so in real time, I didn't get to hear his speech. I just looked up and he was throwing a bottle. And I was like, son of a bitch. I was like, what is happening right now? Why do we get into a fight? And so, you know, I didn't really get to know what happened until I went back and watched the replay because I was stuck on a call.
Yeah.
So, man, but that was crazy, man. Bone Thugs, 3-6 Mafia. And let's just start with this. Who do you think actually won the versus music-wise?
Honestly, and I hate to say it, 3-6 got it.
Okay. Now, here, my thing is this. You know, leading up to this, I just kept saying, Bone Thugs, that's my dudes, you know what I mean? Bone Thugs, Bone. But as it went on, I was like, you know what? 3-6 is kicking their ass right now. And it's not because, and they did have a lot of special features, guests, like Lil Wayne and Little Flip and all of that. All of that was dope. But the music, their music choice was just kind of hitting the ear a little bit better. You know what I mean? I don't know. It was just like every time they was playing one of their songs, I was like, oh, yeah, I remember this joint.
Dude.
And, you know, when Bone was playing this stuff, I was like, oh, yeah, that's the joint. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because see, a lot of their stuff, and that's one thing I thought about it, is a lot of it didn't age well.
Right.
With Bone, and that's no disrespect. It's just that the thing of it is, I think, you know, me and this one guy, we were talking yesterday at work, and it was just basically like, you know, people that are fans of Bone Thugs and Harmony appreciate that music that they do.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? But you have to be a fan to kind of appreciate. Right. And really what, you know what I'm saying? Like what they did and the lyrics and stuff, they could do that. Like lyrically, they on top of 3-6. They can smoke 3-6 on them. But as far as like hits,
right, that's going to bang out in your ear where you like, oh yeah, that, you know, and Gangsta Boo or whatever, man.
Yeah, Gangsta Boo.
She added a lot of flavor to that. So yeah, man, I agree with you. I think 3-6 ended up being the victors of that. I was going for Bone Thugs in the beginning, but after seeing it in real time, you know, and that's outside of the fight, outside of the features. 3-6's music was just hitting a little harder, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the moment. So
and they had, you know, that's the thing. Bone had Pot, Big, Easy.
Right.
They brought out
some dope features.
Yeah, they brought out
everybody was dead.
They brought
can't bring out Easy, can't bring out Pac, can't bring out Big.
They brought out Tasha.
Yeah.
They brought her out, which was I thought that was dope.
Yeah, that was.
And
you know what I mean? She still got it.
Yeah, so like, you know what I'm saying? It was good for them to do that. And yeah, I mean, Bone had some stuff, but it's just at the end of it though. I think 3-6, man, they came out. I mean, just came out swinging.
Right.
Who won it?
Right.
Who won
it? You know what I mean? That's what it was trying to get you like. These niggas better.
Yo, that shit went
right.
Yo, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I was hyped. And then,
man. I mean, you know, and they got songs with people like Little John, so you know, their songs get you kind of amped up.
Well, Bone had that. They had Little John.
Didn't 3-6 have Little John?
I mean,
was it just Bone? Okay, maybe.
I mean, 3-6 has worked with Little John, but they pulled Little John out. You know, after when Wayne came up with the bands making them dance, y'all got all this money. I thought that was they win right there.
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck.
Right.
Yo, that went hard.
Yeah, man.
They
brought out Young Buck, brought out Lil Wayne, Young Buck, Little Flip. I mean, they had the guests.
Yeah, it was really good.
That was kind of dope. That was smart.
That's one thing. It was good to see Bone on the stage. It was good to see 3-6 Mafia. It was good to see, Wayne. It was good to see, Little Flip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good to see all the Chameleonaire. It was good to see Chameleonaire.
So yeah, they did the thing, man. So what did you think? Because I was going to ask this question. What do you think about the fight? Like, who do you think should be more responsible? Was it more so on Busy Bone or was it more so on Juicy J for the way he responded?
I have to look at the thing because I have to look at it again. Yeah, man, that bottle flew, boy.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean,
well, let me just say this because it's a lot to unpack because like Busy Bone, he's talked about it. He's done a couple of live videos and interviews since the thing aired, and he was basically like, yeah, after it happened, I got a bunch of calls. Triller was calling me, Versus was calling me, and they all told me you did the right thing. Just keep doing your thing. And I was just like, really? I don't think that's what they told you. Like, I don't think they told you, yeah, we're glad you threw that bottle and started a fight. You know what I mean?
That's losing money.
Right. So, I mean, if it wasn't a bad thing, they wouldn't have put up the thing that said
technical
difficulties. Versus will be right back.
Now, that's funny, though, because I think Juicy J was like, why did we wait? Why didn't we fight? We could have been fighting in our 20s. How did we wait till we 40s?
Right, exactly.
And my man Lazy was like, yeah, some of us in our 50s. Wow,
It's stupid, man.
Because, you know, I did tell you that they did really have beef.
Yeah,
they really did have beef.
Telling me, I didn't know much about it until you mentioned it, but yeah. But you're right. I mean, if y'all were going to come to blows, it should have happened a long time ago. You know what I mean?
But it was, I think a lot of it, you know what I'm saying, a lot of it was, because when it happened, you know, like I was telling Brittany about this, like when it happened, I think a lot of it was what was going on. There was so much other stuff going on. Not saying that their stuff wasn't important. It was just so much stuff. And it was probably around that time with, you know, Big, Tupac, East and West. So, like, it was, like, people were really focusing on that and the more so than not to call it a little beef, but
right.
You know.
But, yeah, it's you know, I just found it really strange. You know, I really do think that, you know, Busy was the one at fault more so than anybody. Now, yeah, you know, he Busy Bone was like, yeah, you know, he kind of said it like I was just saying it just to kind of be in the moment. You know what I mean? Y'all ugly motherfuckers better not make fun of me. And he was like, yeah, they could have just responded like F you, blah blah blah, and kept it on. Which, you know, I get it, but that.
But you threw the bottle, son.
Right, you can't do that, man.
You threw the bottle.
You threw the bottle.
You threw the bottle, biz.
So, you know, you kind of messed it up. You know what I mean? So, and here's when I knew this was gonna. I kind of knew something was gonna happen ahead of time because before the verses even happened, you know how they've been making videos back and forth. You know, kind of throwing jabs at each other. Busy Bone made a video, and I knew something wasn't right. Because in the video he said, yeah, we getting ready to go do this verses and you devil worshiping motherfuckers. Y'all should, you know, he kind of called them out like that. And I when he said it, I kind of felt like he was in his feelings a little bit.
Yeah.
He was like, what the fuck y'all using 3 6s for, you devil worshiping motherfucker? It's like if it was just versus banter, you know, he would have said it a little bit different. Like, you know, what's the 3 6s all about? Is that like a devil worshiping thing or something like that? You know, he would have kind of put it in a different way. But the way he said it, I was like, he sounded like he kind of in his feelings. So I was like, there might be some tension at this verses. And next thing I know, here we go. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I really feel like that was his fault. Now, he explained in a post video afterward, he was like, yeah. He said, I did say that they was devil worshiping mugs, but he said I made 2 versions of that video. I made that version, and then the people around me who were recording was like, that's too much. So I made a clean version. So my thing is this: if you made that video and they told you, look, that's a little much, and you decided to make a clean version, why did that version even come out?
Yeah.
Why do we even know? If you already knew that went a little too hard, you should have just said, don't even put that video out there. So, for me, it just further lets me know he was more at fault.
Man. Yeah, even Gangsta Boo was like, yeah, you need to get him on his
right.
This a little.
She had me dying.
Yeah. But yeah, it was really, like I said, it was all in all, it was still a good celebration. I'm glad.
Yeah.
You know, one thing about black people, we might get upset with each other and stuff, but I'm glad they, you know, even after that, they came back, they hugged, you know, that's a beautiful thing. And you know what I'm saying? I think that's, even with that happening, I think it was good to let people see that, hey, we can get past this.
Yeah.
And we can hug it out. as black people. That way, it ain't none of this killing and stuff in this.
Yeah, and they. I mean, I think I kind of felt like Busy felt obligated to do that just to kind of save the moment, so it wouldn't ruin the whole night. Because in one of his videos after the fact, he said, "I don't apologize to Juicy J." He said, "I was apologizing to the fans and everybody else who was disrespected, but him, I don't actually apologize to him."
And that's fine.
Yeah, so
I can respect that.
Yeah, so I mean, to me, that was a little bit of an indicator that you did it just more so to kind of save the moment because you didn't want to ruin that money. Because they get paid for these verses. You know what I mean? So, and I'm sure they get paid quite well. So because I mean, hell, they offering. Did you see the DJ thing ahead of time, which was pretty
like
much
100.
trash?
I think it was like 100.
They said they're picking a DJ who's going to get a salary of $1 million.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if they can pay the DJ $1 million, they paying the artist.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. That one DJ, the one DJ I thought was okay. The one with that did the cymbal joint.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a little weird, dude.
Yeah.
But
it was like I didn't feel either one of them. I mean, it was like a the best of a bad situation kind of. One of them was slightly better, but neither one of them had me hype. I was just like, can we just hurry up and get to the show, man? Because y'all not really doing it for me.
Yeah.
But I applaud their efforts.
My man with the twink. Remember the twink call?
Yeah.
He had to worry about. Going to the twink cross.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie though, that shit happened to me too, so I can't really make the twink cross.
It was funny though.
The twink cross.
But yeah, man, it was still a good verses as far as getting to hear some good music and hearing your artists actually.
Yeah, I think all in all it was a good verses.
Yeah. But it kind of had to be bad if Hot 97 didn't even do a recap of it.
Wow. Yeah, I was looking for the recap.
Yeah, they didn't do one. They actually said they didn't do it because of the way things went down because of the fight. They
shut the fuck up. They could have went past that. They could have went past that.
But they kind of faked the funk a little bit.
Hell yeah, they could have went past. Come on, man.
Because they were kind of making it seem like, well, because of the interruption, we kind of lost track of the songs. And we just,
Get the fuck out of here. It went right back on track.
Right.
Matter of fact, motherfucker, we can score it right now.
Right.
Who won it?
Right.
Who run it won that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what else they put. Yeah. But Rotten Spinners won it.
Yeah.
We gonna say Pop with Thug Love won that shit. The big shit won that shit. Thuggers Rolling the Bone won. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then let me see what else.
I don't think they got to do first of the month. They didn't do first of the month.
Yeah, that's what I was disappointed though. Cause that's unbeatable. Yeah. If they pull that out.
Juicy J did a video. No, not Juicy J. DJ Paul did a video, and he said that they had at least 5 or 7 more songs that they were supposed to do, but because of the way things went, the time kind of messed up, so they couldn't do them.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming Bone would have probably eventually done first of the month as well.
Yeah, because
that would have won a round. You know what I mean?
But for them, people were talking about Bone versus WuTang. I don't think. I don't think that's gonna happen.
That can't happen.
That can't. Yeah, I don't think because with 3-6,
right?
I just think they just had so much. They just had so much more in the arsenal. And the thing of it is, they came out and like I was telling my coworker and stuff. I said, you know what? I was rooting Bone, and I'm not gonna front. I didn't really know any 3-6 stuff, but. Yeah. When I went on the Spotify playlist, sometimes some people make a playlist of the version, and I kept listening. To it. I said, you know what, Bone might actually have a problem,
right?
Because of the whole, because it's not even the because they both had like similar style music when they came out around the same time,
right? But
like 3-6 definitely evolved and actually kind of. They was a very influential group, not just for like their area, but like for like the way the music's going down. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I mean, but yeah, man. shout out the Bone though. I mean, I give them props because they, because the camp they came from, like Eazy-E, and really the that era of Pac and Big, Wu, all them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That era, they kind of had more of. They had more of the, and that's one thing I can give them. They had more of a balance,
okay,
as opposed to 3 6 Mafia. Like they had the slow songs, they had like the songs, kind of the soothing, like because they used to be, they was probably originally be an R&B group, but then they got into rapping.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So they got that type of that melodic and all that stuff going, but it's just not. Some of that music you're not gonna hear in the club. That's one thing that with the 3 6, they were just hitting hard.
Right.
They were hitting hard, man. I mean, come on, they come out with Who Run It? Yeah. Like off the gate swinging?
Right.
Shit.
Exactly.
That was crazy.
When they did that, because I mean, it was a couple of 3 6 songs that I really wasn't knowing much about, but for the most part, most of the stuff they played, I was like, oh yeah, I remember this. It wasn't until they played it. I was like, oh snap, I forgot about this. And
turn the club up. Turn the club up, nigga.
Right. I was like, okay. So they had more of them club bangers, man. So, I gotta give it to them. But yeah, I'm still gonna go ahead and say 3 6 won it.
Yeah, I think they won it.
So yeah. Y'all let us know what y'all think of the verses, in the comments. We love feedback. So it was a very interesting night. And I'm gonna go back and kind of rewatch it and maybe score song for song how they did, and because I don't know how many songs they got through. I don't think they got through the whole 20. I don't think.
They probably
what I mean? They probably got through maybe 15 apiece, something like that.
And it was cool. I was gonna say it was cool at the end that they did Crossroads.
Yeah,
it was cool that they did that.
See you at the
Crossroads. And they did all the people that fallen.
Yeah,
so that was cool.
Yeah, that was dope. That was a very dope thing to have them in the background. People like Nipsey Hussle and all that, so that was good. But yeah, it's it turned out to be a good night. But I'm still kind of mad that we had to go through that technical difficulties phase. But it is what it is.
Niggas.
Right.
I ain't really upset about
right.
that. I mean, shit happens, man.
Yeah.
I'm just glad they got the even though stuff is still spewing. I'm just glad they got on national TV. And, what I'm saying, hugged it out.
Yeah.
Because that really shows an example how to handle things.
Yeah.
I can respect that.
Hugs.
Yeah.
But,
be like on the dips set the line. Yo, give that nigga a hug, son. Give that nigga a hug.
Give that nigga a
hug.
That's still my favorite verse right there, man. They don't get no better than that.
No,
so
man.
Yeah, they did it with that one. Everything was so perfect with that one, man. You know what I mean?
I don't think that's my favorite one. I think it was good because of the Locks brought.
Yeah, and that's what made it my favorite. Basically, what they brought, because they brought the real spirit of New York out, and everything was just so perfect. Like when Jada went into the freestyle mode, there was no technical difficulties. Everything was just when he called out tech, let's make it happen, and then that beat drop, bing, bing.
Oh yeah, that was the great.
It was just everything was just so perfect. You know what I mean? So it just worked out the way it was supposed to work out. It gave what it was supposed to give.
I think Karis won and Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah, that was your favorite.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's my favorite, but it's definitely up there.
Yeah.
It's definitely up there.
That's probably my second favorite.
Man, seeing Kane dance.
Man, yeah, that took it 50, back, man. Exactly.
At 50. And on top of that, like, I could not sit down.
Yeah,
every jam they played.
Exactly.
Every jam I could not sit down. I might have sat, if I did sat down, I might have sat down one time.
Yeah. But yeah, they had that kind of music that keeps you wanting to, even if you're sitting there, all of a sudden you gotta stand back up.
Yeah.
Because you gotta get into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially when something like Rapture's Delight comes on, Step Into a World, man, listen. That beat is off the chain, man. Listen. Every time I hear that, you know what I mean, I get hyped. Yeah, if I'm in my car and that come on the radio, we know on XM, not on regular radio because they don't play like that.
Oh, no.
But, yeah, so. But anyway, man, I thought Bone did really good, even though they didn't really have much on special guests. It was still really good, but and they did the right thing. You know, they kind of played it up like, you know, even though y'all had special guests, we were still better. They did the right thing as far as how they played it, but the song choice just worked out a little bit better for 3 6 Mafia.
Yeah, I think
you know
3 6. Yeah, because it's
just a little bit.
The way it ranged off.
Yeah.
I mean, and then plus them songs, man, like Spinners was just crazy.
Man, listen. Yeah, they said they was fighting over who would go first and all that, who would go last or whatever. You know, that's when I knew it's about to be a problem because, you know, if they already know whoever go last kind of captures the moment.
Yeah.
Because KRS kind of took that last part on the Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that was just a weird. It's still, like I said, that one ended well. It was good, but it just ended weird.
Weird, very weird.
That was very weird for me.
Because I think because KRS kind of went off the cuff a little bit, so. Because Kane said they had it kind of lined up a certain way, but once they got started, he said KRS started doing different stuff. So he was like, okay, so because he did that, I'm going to do this. You know, he kind of started switching up his lineup. So I think because of that, it kind of just threw the whole thing off, but it still was a great performance. Just, you know, they probably just didn't know how to bring it back to, you know, a coordination thing at the end. So it is what it is. But the only thing about Kane and KRS that had me more laughing than anything was like those moments, like when Das Effects was getting the stage.
Yeah,
Scoop, he was still trying to rap.
Scoop, you ain't take the microphone. He ain't been on stage in a while.
Right. And then what's the name going up the rapping Kane face?
Buckshot.
Buckshot. Yeah,
that was
little moments like that. It was like, yo, what are you doing? So you trying to get your career ruined right now? But yeah, that was funny. But yeah, so you know, it is what it is. I love Versus. They're getting to where they have started, you know, making it a paid app. You know, they have like a Versus app for $2.99 now, where you can get, you know, direct content. But it's like, I don't know. I hope they don't get rid of the free version because I kind of feel like they're going to head that way because right now it's free on Instagram. Plus, you can see it on YouTube. They've now created a YouTube channel. So whenever they go live on YouTube as well. So, and on YouTube, you can kind of get rid of the comments. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If you're looking on your phone or Instagram, you got to see all the comments all in the way. You know, little stuff like that. I never used the Triller app. I know it's on that app.
I use it, but not really. It just sometimes it just has. It's a little flaky to me.
Oh, okay.
So what I do, I just go back on YouTube.
Right. Yeah. Usually I go to YouTube because even before they created their YouTube channel, somebody would be going live, showing it on YouTube. You know what I mean? Who wasn't affiliated. So you could always find one of those.
Yeah, that's what I do.
But anyway, did you have anything else to say about the Versus before we close out the show?
I will say this. It would be great to have a Versus tour.
Okay. Yep, that would be dope.
And what I mean, like, is like artists that actually came.
Right.
That actually was on Versus. So they have like, you know, Big Daddy Kane, 3 6 or somebody. Right. You know what I'm saying? That way we can have like some pictures of like people that you wouldn't think
exactly
that wouldn't be together, actually be together. Like, and what inspired that to me is like, you know, again, Big Daddy Kane took that picture with Offset.
Right.
You know, that was cool, man. Like, you know, the old OG showing, you know, love to the younger. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know,
it should be like that.
Yeah, we kind of need that right now, man. Really
Definitely. So yeah, I love that, man. That was a great picture, man. And I love Kane for doing that, because he's one of those, you know, he tries to keep it real. You know what I mean? He don't try to, you know, I don't work with these young kids. You know, he ain't a grumpy old man. You know, there's a lot of older rappers who are just a little grumpy about the new kids. And I mean, granted,
I'm gonna stop.
Granted, a lot of them, you know, do make some trash music, but you know, you gotta let them do their thing.
Yeah,
it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. You know, they're gonna do their version.
It's their time now.
But yeah. So anyway, but yeah, I guess we can go ahead and close out the show, man.
187.
Yeah, episode 187. You know, on the undercover cop.
On the undercover.
So we appreciate y'all checking us out week after week. All three of y'all.
All three.
Don't forget, hit all them buttons. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe.
Brothers and sisters. See, this right here is Umar Curtis Jackson Flores. And what he wants you to do is to allocate the funds so it can be properly utilized for the school. I'll say it again. I need the funds allocated for the school so they can be properly utilized and utilized
and jogatized.
Yes. And
patronized,
so
we can build a foundation for the culture.
Yeah.
That's what the school is for. And if you don't do it, I will hit the Malcolm on you.
It's hilarious.
That was so funny, man. But anyway, don't forget, if y'all love hip hop, go check out this book, man. Staircase to Stage. Staircase to Stage.
Let's give another round of applause.
Yes, sir. My man Raekwon did his thing on that book. It's a
chef.
Great read, man. Great read. So I'm probably gonna finish it pretty quickly. But yeah, and then we will definitely be back. Well, maybe not next week.
Damn.
Maybe not next week. I might have something going on next week.
I understand.
But we'll be back at some point.
yeah, we'll be back. Holidays and all this other stuff.
we got a lot of stuff going on with the holidays, so it's gonna be about a bunch of back and forth for over the next month or so. But we appreciate y'all being so patient with us and still checking us out. Don't forget, check out the lyrical breakdown during the middle of the week. Lost in Thought, there's a lot of good segments there. And anything we do, just check out the YouTube channel, man. It's a lot of stuff up there that we try to do. So
Yep.
But anyway, for episode 187 on the Undercover Cop, this is your man Kurt, and this is
Howie.
And we'll see y'all on the next episode.
Peace.